Today, we bought a ton of beers.
ton of beers.
Ton of beers. We bought 7 different flavors, and we're going to try them out, and we're going to go and talk about them.
Yeah. Oh.
The first one we're going to talk about, Shock Top Honeycrisp.
Full wheat.
One of the first things I noticed when I drank it is that I consider it a cider. Dane doesn't. It's perfectly fine. It tastes a lot more like a cider to me. It's like 70% through the taste. You hit this thing where you're like, and then towards the end you realize this is acceptable. It's a good taste. It's just unusual, I guess.
It's not what you'd expect out of a beer originally. Definitely. I have had other appley beers that aren't ciders like this, which is probably why it doesn't bother me as much. And I have also had this before as well. This is your first time having this.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really nice. It's very mellow. It's like, I like the little bit of honey in the back of your mouth. I like the little bit of apple taste. What differentiates it for me from a cider is every cider that we've had has been like really carbonated and like right at you with apple flavor.
Yeah, the apple
this is much more.
The apple is not in the forefront in this one. It's more like the second flavor to really come in.
That's why I like it, because it feels more like it's layered to me instead of like, fuck you, I'm a cider.
Oh, you little bitch. You like the sweet shit? So, because of the bitterness of it and the expectation it sets up as a cider to me, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. 10 being something that I would probably turn into a massive alcoholic for. Like, I would probably go into liver failure and die because I can't stop drinking it. So it's a hard 10 to reach. I consider the Shock Top Belgian White to be an 8 out of 10. So that's a little scale for you, I guess.
I'm at like a 7.5 on this. I think it's really good. I think it's really mellow, really nice. I love the Belgian White. I love Blue Moon. I love the Shock Top. I think we actually have a Shock Top. We have a different Belgian Shock Top, don't we? These are all Belgians, but I don't know. Don't we have an actual Belgian White?
I didn't actually look through all of them. I don't think we got a Belgian White. We got a Bourbon one. Bourbon honey. Let's do that one next.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed it. The one thing I will say before I give my score is I have enjoyed it more than some of the other beers, not flavor-wise, but mellowness-wise. Whereas, like, I can sit and drink it and have something else going into my mouth.
You're saying it doesn't overpower the flavor. It's a complimentary drink.
That's what I like about it more than anything else. That's why I'm saying, like, this would be something we could do. Even the ciders are more overpowering than this would be. Don't you agree with that? Like,
ciders are when I say harsh, I'm obviously not talking about like the alcohol rush or anything like you're drinking spirits, but it's in your face.
Apple.
Is definitely in your face. So if you like drinking sweet things, if you like your white Zinfandels to be super fruity or something, if you're a wine person, then cider is more your game. If you're a beer person who's looking to go and taste a little sweeter kind of flavoring, I think this is a good beer for you.
It definitely is. I give it a 7.5. So not quite up to where the Belgian White is, but I could definitely drink it if it was a little cheaper.
Yeah.
I could drink it fairly continuously with a meal.
This ain't no Coors Light. Next up on our list is the Shock Top Honey Bourbon Cask Wheat. Why don't you start us off, Dan?
It has a very interesting taste. If you've ever tasted like a Guinness or a really dark lager, there's a very interesting kind of bitter taste, maybe like a coffee or a really dark chocolate that comes out of it. It's very bitter. It's very
it's dark.
Yeah, it's very dark. And that's usually why I don't drink lagers, is because those hit you, and then like that's the taste that stays with you. This one does a nice mixture, just because it's got that little bit of honey, and they used a bourbon, which is my all-time favorite alcohol, like hard alcohol. I can't get enough of it. They use the casks to brew it in. I think it was a very good idea. It gives you that little bit of bitterness, and then it's just like honey. It's really good.
I really have to agree. At the beginning, it goes in with the lager, and it's very soft. Like you're just waiting for it to become overpowering, but it doesn't even reach that stage. It goes in, and then it withdraws, and leaves the most mellow honey taste behind.
It's very honey.
And that taste stays with you when you're done drinking, like for up to like a minute. I'm just sitting here tasting this beer still.
That's what's cool about it, I think. Like it coats your entire tongue almost in it.
And it's like Dane mentioned, like it uses the bourbon casks. That was a great move because bourbon lovers, obviously, like hard alcohol is really harsh. It's got a powerful flavor, and if they used a different technique, it would have been overpowering with their flavors. The fact that they just used the wood the bourbon was brewing in and soaked up the flavors and then made a beer out of it is what gives this beer its excellence. It is one of the smoothest rides you could imagine. I was telling Dane that, after a hard day's work, you reach for the Belgian white because it's got the time to settle down flavor. This is the you've already settled flavor. Like, if you're having a relaxing day, dude, crack open one of these. Just crack it open, man, because it is
I believe it is much better than what we just had. Like, I could see myself just cracking one of these open. I say like a day.
Then you go for this.
Yeah. I don't want to say like a day-to-day basis, like, because I don't drink beer that much. But if I were to pick something, it would be right up there, very much so. It was. We were talking before we started making the video, and we talked about how Belgian white was the one that you'd grab after a hard day's work. This would be about the third beer. So you'd get through 2 Belgian whites, you'd feel really good. This is the one to coat yourself after the Belgian white. Because, I love the Belgian whites, but after drinking a few of them, there can be like a soapiness that comes into your mouth. This would be the perfect way to get rid of that little bit.
If you could go and say, like, whenever someone adds honey to something, whatever they say, they're normally saying like it's like a salve.
Yeah.
It's just something to go and soothe and coat. This is a perfect example of what honey is in the industrial areas. Like when you go and get fucking cough drops and they just say, honey.
As honey.
This is it. It literally stops, cools down, coats, and it's just smooth. Super, super smooth. And for some reason nostalgic for me. And I don't know
I have
how.
that same weird feeling. Like, it's like an N64 almost. Like this weird, like I couldn't do it every day. I couldn't be there, but certain days I'd just be like, gotta pull it out. Gotta pull out the N64.
It is NES with my cousin Cayman.
Yeah.
For me, just playing old games we found at a pawn shop where you don't know what you're getting into. It's a thrill of discovery. I give this beer 8 out of 10. It is a great beer.
8 out of 10.
I got a sunburn.
What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing, my dear chum. So, we're drinking the Shock Top Lemon Shandy. And I want you to imagine lemonade and iced tea just mixed together.
I think they have a name for that.
What is it?
I think it's called, Arnold Palmer.
Oh, God. So, if you enjoy drinking Arizona half and halves, maybe this beer's for you. Because it literally is iced tea and lemonade. Literally. That's it.
I don't taste any beer in this at all.
So if you want to get shit-faced on golf drinks, this is it for you.
One.
This is it. I give it fucking 7 out of 10.
Really kind of surprised you gave it a 7 out of 10.
I like it slightly more than the Honeycrisp apple cider bullshit that we drank earlier.
I give it a 5 because it's boring.
Wow, you lowered your score even more. We wrote our scores up on the board.
I don't remember what my score was.
It used to be a 6, now it's a 5. It's
boring.
plain. Yeah, the reason I give it 7 is because it doesn't taste at all like alcohol. It just tastes like lemonade and iced tea. That's all it tastes like.
Now
So
we got a special guest, Matt, to give his opinion. Shut up, Matt.
So,
Tastes like beer.
Shut up, Matt.
it doesn't taste like beer.
Matt, get in the corner.
Tastes like it's fine.
Does
Go back
not
in your
taste like
hole.
beer.
No. You invited
Don't make me get the hose.
You invited me.
I will shove it up your ass and fill you with water.
We only do that on
Colon
Tuesday.
cleanse.
That's a kink.
We do that on Tuesday.
No, I'm pretty sure that's colon cleansing.
So,
Same thing.
the whole point being that
What?
it does what
Okay.
it does very well, but what it's trying to do isn't very extraordinary. It's just a fucking fucking lemonade iced tea beer. You're gonna get drunk off of it, but it tastes just like lemonade and iced tea, right?
I tasted it.
Oh.
We're also 3 drinks in,
It
so
tastes like piss, guys.
And my wife also has like a hypersensitive.
This is straight piss wasser.
She's got a hypersensitive nose and palate. She can smell something like 20 seconds before I even notice. So,
maybe you're just unobservant.
it's the reason why it's so low on the scale. Like, that's the reason I gave it a 7, is because it is the epitome of iced tea and lemonade.
Watered down iced tea,
It's going to get you drunk.
but it does taste like beer.
I don't taste the beer.
I don't taste the beer either. It could be that this is our 3rd drink in. It's just going to get worse from here, folks. We're going 7 beers in tonight.
Let's just crash it.
We got the rounder Belgian style pale. I don't like it, and I give it a 2.
As from our last video, you know that Nick does not like pale ales. It's nothing special.
Like I said, 1 is undrinkable. I don't like the bitterness.
It's nothing special. I don't really taste that bitterness. Like a 4.
4. Matt?
I would give it a 5, just because that sort of bitter taste, which it's slight,
That's what I'm saying. It's slight. That's why I gave it a 4. It's slight.
but it's not my thing. You know, the aftertaste kind of lingers way too long.
Okay, maybe I'll give it a 3. Give it a 3 because it's,
You're just drunk enough to give it a 3.
well, 2 is on the verge of being undrinkable. This is not the fucking, oh my god, what was that one? It's not a Guinness. It's not a Guinness. They're right. It's got a light, extremely hoppy flavor. It's very bitter. I don't like it. I don't like the fact it makes it taste like I've been eating milkweed.
It does kind of taste like that, yeah.
So I upgraded it. It's now a 3. 2 is going to be like, I'm choking it down. It's terrible. Like the night I mixed vodka with green tea.
It was really bad. I don't even know if I was there for that time. but
You
that
weren't.
sounds
This
really
was in
awful.
2011. Mixed vodka with green tea because I didn't have any other mixers. And oh my god,
It sounds awful.
it was terrible. Taking straight shots of vodka would have been easier than that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So there's a 4, 3, 5.
You mean 3, 4, 5?
I pointed at you first
Why didn't you just point at yourself?
because I'm not egotistical. Do we really deep dive? Okay.
You start.
3, 4, and 5. Let's go and reverse it. 5, 4, 3.
Yeah.
There. Now I'm last instead of middle.
One day when I was a young lad,
So you
I shut the fuck up, man.
Got really drunk and decided to review beers. Far more beers than our
Shut up.
mortal realm could contain.
especially within a beer within how long have we been here?
We've been drinking for like 3 hours now. This is like our 6th beer.
7th.
Thought that one was our 7th.
Nope. That's
Oh,
our 8th. You were wrong when we started these videos. Remember, we had to do 8.
so here it is. This is Blue Moon.
Summer honey wheat.
And I give it a 5 out of 10.
Say why.
It's tolerable. Well, I also said 5 is like piss water. You just drink it. I think this one falls in the same category. It's tolerable. There's nothing positive about it. I guess there's sort of a negative aspect to it, but not enough to detract. It's just a
It's
beer.
kind of bland.
It's just a beer. Like,
I mean, it has some sweetness and some bitterness. Like, it's really hard to distinguish stuff at this point.
yeah, just in all honesty, the way that we see these beers and everything is it's just, if it has a unique flavor that pops out, we'll remark upon it, but neither Dane or I really enjoy pale ale hops.
I don't even taste the hops. I just don't taste really anything very much.
I guess we've learned Dane's the kind of drunk that doesn't taste anything, pretty much. And
I don't know what that means.
It means that if we're going to review beer, we do it before.
What?
We should do it before
Don't throw
we
a
get drunk.
pirate.
Wait, that should be mine. Oh my god, look, he's got the bandana. Yo ho, bitch. So, the whole point is the beer's not super awesome. It's just regular.
It's average. Matt, what'd you give it?
It tastes like ass.
Matt, what did you give it?
I give it like a 5 out of 10.
Nick, what did you give it?
I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Tasted like the other one.
The other one
5.5, maybe.
It's really not remarkable. Who knows? Maybe Blue Moon doesn't have the same spark that Shock Top does. Badoonch. Alright, the last beer was the Agave Blonde Ale. And,
We're pretty much done reviewing right now.
dude, it's a 5 in my
5.
book. It is flat, unremarkable. It's blah. I think one thing that you and I could take away from this is Shock Top is a consistently better drink than Blue Moon. Blue Moon isn't bad.
Any of the ones that I tasted from Shock Top have been better than the ones that I've tasted from Blue Moon.
Shock Top actually tries things. Blue Moon keeps it safe with the same taste over and over with a slight variance of, hey look, here's some hoppy ale bullshit. Oh look, now it's less hoppy because it's agave. Oh wait, now it tastes like it's a goddamn farmhouse bullshit.
What my rambling friend likes to say over here. I don't know what you're looking at anymore. Where Shock Top tries to be different, tries to show everything, show what it's made of, show that it can actually create something new. Blue Moon is fine in just being the same.
Blue Moon is the Apple of beers. You knew it when you fucking watched this on your MacBook, you little faggot. Take down your Steve Jobs poster.
You know what? We're recording on an iPod.
It's an iPhone.
Now just going for the kiss.